Hello beauty bots and welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name is Faith. As always, if you're a new subscriber, please put down in the comment section that you are new. Introduce yourself, let me know where you're at. I love to hear where my viewers are viewing from. And that way too, I can give you a warm and welcoming hello right back. If you guys happen to see videos with me in the same thing, that's because I'm filming back to back to back, trying to get things organized and situated for you guys to make sure that you have plenty of content to keep you engaged. Today's segment, we're going to talk about the top 5 best online dating apps for 2021, even though 2021 is almost over and we are moving into 2022. Wow, I cannot believe I'm saying that. Can you? Maddie is here with us, an arm's reach away. All right, so we're also going to go over the pros, cons, and features of those. Now, even though this is not an online dating horror stories video, you can still send me your dating fails and your dating success stories to faith.ingen101@yahoo.com. Just put in the subject line dating fails, that way at least I know what it's pertaining to. Even if it's a success story, at least I won't just kind of move it to my trash bin. I think that's everything. Oh, as always, my links to social media and any kind of fun like content or merch or what have you will be linked in the description box. Let's get on into it. All right, so our top 5 best online dating apps for 2021. I'm actually going to start with the 5th and move to the 1st. So we're starting with, I guess, the I hope y'all have your drinks and your snacks. I do not. A hint why we're choking. Hold up, my dog needs love. Okay. All right, so we're starting with the 5th, lay down, and we are moving into the 1st, lay down. And we're moving into the 1st, and we're moving that way. I do have my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's why I'm looking down. If you see me looking over here, it's actually because I'm checking to make sure that I am in a frame. Okay, so the first one we're starting with is one that I hadn't actually heard of. Maddie, please stop. And it is called Coffee Meets Bagel. Have you guys heard of this one? I didn't hear of it until I started doing research and it came up. So basically you can buy like beans, which I guess is the coffee part, coffee beans. And the beans allow you to do more things. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. So basically the features are you have a discover and a suggested feed, which sounds kind of similar to me. You can like, you can pass, it's like super like or something, priority like. You can priority like profiles. With a priority like, that does require you to purchase beans to use them to buy these super or priority likes. I don't know. I heard that Tinder has a similar thing where you do these super likes. I think that's what they're called on Tinder. And I think it just allows you to do more with that profile. So like on Coffee Meets Bagel, I think it said that if you do a priority like, it will send it over to that person and that person has a certain amount of time to, I guess, priority like you back. I don't know. But anyways, you can like someone's profile and then you can send them a message. Now, one of the things with this is, I think with this one, yeah, so this one of the cons that I noticed was that even though you can send them a message, you can actually only chat with them for, I believe it was up to 7 days, and then you have to start paying for the chat feature. So you can chat with somebody for 7 days, and from there, I don't really know if after 7 days I would want to give somebody my number, so that's a little concerning to me in that regards. Now, to buy a super like and have like a premium account actually starts at $35. $35 a month, which I feel like is a little expensive. One of the things that I did like is on this dating app, men and women. So women do outnumber men from 60 to 40, right? So for every 40 men, there's 60 women. Which I like that idea, so it's more female guided, or it can also be looked at as a con. Does that just mean there's less options for women, if you will? So I put that as a pro because it could be like female led, but it could also be a con. Now, the fourth one is OkCupid. So a couple of things about this one. OkCupid is pretty well known, right? It's very well known. There is no subscription to actually send messages. And another thing about OkCupid is it's extremely inclusive and diverse. So there's like 20 plus sexual orientations and like 12 gender identities, which I didn't even know there were 12. But OkCupid's extremely diverse in that aspect, which is awesome, right? If somebody's looking for something very specific, other apps may not have that filtering identity like OkCupid does. The issue with OkCupid, because it is so diverse and easy and free, it can lead to more of a casual aspect. So the issue might be trying to sift through who is there to actually find a significant relationship and who is there for casual interactions, which if that's the case, you know, if that was what you were looking for, typically you would suggest sticking to something more like Tinder, right? So that can be an issue. Now, a couple of the features with OkCupid. So it is free. It said the main age range was 30 to 40, which I found very interesting. And you can chat for free, right? So that's a big thing with a lot of these. You can only chat for a certain amount of days free or a certain amount of whatever, and then you have to purchase that. So you have free chat, you have unlimited likes, and then there aren't any kind of ads on the platform, so that's really cool too. So it's easy, it's diverse, but it could be something that's more casual. All right, so number 3 is going to be the infamous Tinder. Now, most people think of Tinder and they think of a negative connotation with it. It's just a hookup app or whatever. So it's free and it's easy to use, and it has that swipe trademark, right? There is no advanced like verification process. And then there's not a lot of information, like where you typically fill out a full profile, you have very limited information that you're seeing about this other person. So again, that leads to signs of it being much more casual. It doesn't sound like people are deeply vetted, which just goes back to you needing to be extremely careful when you are on online dating platforms, because their verification process may not be very intensive. So use common sense. Remember, anybody can pretend to be anything over the internet, right? So a couple of features that I do like about Tinder. First off, it has a Tinder U version, which is specifically for students. I like this and I don't like this. I like this because it could take off from the original platform. What I don't like is the connotation behind Tinder. I feel like for schools and students, you need to be really, really careful. There's already a lot of concern when it comes to like sexual harassment and things in the college setting. in the party life setting. So I think that using an app such as Tinder and having a Tinder U platform can be dangerous if that's a route that they go. I hope that their vetting process and verification process is extremely extensive. Typically for Tinder, the age range is 18 to 34. Now, one thing that I do like about Tinder, it does have a red receipt, which I think is interesting, just in terms of, I like to know if somebody got my message. If they got it and they don't respond, cool, but I do like to see that somebody actually got it and read it, if that makes sense. Now, number 2 is Hinge. So you will see the Hinge commercials that their tagline is basically the dating app that was meant to be deleted. So they're portraying their app as a goal for serious, long-lasting relationships where you find love. Looking into it, it's actually a little bit of both. It can be utilized for having a long-term relationship, or it can definitely be used more as a casual app, similar to Tinder. It's very easy to sign up. The framework, it's very modern look. It is, free to use. Users are all over the world. And it definitely has a lot of features. One issue immediately that could be an issue for some people, maybe not all, because I think usually when we're using dating apps, we're using them on our mobile devices, but Hinge does not have a desktop version. So if you're someone who has to have a desktop version, Hinge might not be it for you. They do only have a mobile application. Hinge is similar in that for premium features, you do have to pay extra for that. Another thing that I saw that could potentially be a huge annoyance is even if you basically pass on a profile, like you're just completely not interested in somebody and you pass on their profile, that can keep popping up. So that's annoying. If I know for a fact I'm not interested in this person, but they keep coming into my profile, that would get annoying, right? So a couple of features with this, one being their search filters. You can search by distance, by age, even by height, religion, things like that. Kind of standard, but I'm glad they have that. The other thing is they have a feature where you can see who liked you, but you have to pay to see that user's face, like to see their photo. If they liked your profile, you would have to pay for the premium in order to see what they look like, which kind of sucks. That's annoying. Like, I'm glad you like me, but what if I'm not attracted to you, type of thing. All right, guys, so number 1 on our top 5 online dating apps of 2021 is Bumble. Okay, so Bumble is notorious for something that we're going to get into. Bumble, there are unlimited features. You have unlimited search filters, and it's very female friendly. A couple of issues is that there is, for like a premium package, it is $20 a month, which I think is a little bit expensive. My Hulu's and Spotify is cheaper than that, but whatever. And then their inclusivity. Yeah, they're not very sexually inclusive. So if you are somebody who is or is interested in a specific sexual orientation, Bumble's probably not going to be it for you, because they're very, you're looking for this or you're looking for this type of thing. So as far as the features, the biggest thing with Bumble is that it's geared a little bit more towards women, giving them more control. With Bumble, a man cannot directly message a woman. She has to, I think show interest in him first, and then he has a certain time frame where he can reach out. I think it's just show interest, which is great because it does give women a little bit more control. It kind of keeps creeps out of your inbox who are just, online dating sucks, man. But the issue with that, what is happening? The issue with that is it has been reported, I think 40%, I think it was 40% that fewer men have actually been making connections. And I think it's all because of the fact that, you know, women are in control. Women know a little bit more about what they want, and they're not going to reach out unless they're like serious, right? So for men, of course, there is less connection than if it were free reign for everybody. So take that as a con or not, you know, it is what it is. But if you are looking, if you're tired of just SHIT coming to your inbox, Bumble's probably where it's going to be at for you. But again, the biggest issue that I can see is the sexual orientation filters. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you watching. If you have a favorite that wasn't mentioned, please let me know in the comment section and let us know why. We're curious. We're curious creatures, yes. Yeah, she's just laying on me. She's laying on me. All right, guys, I will check y'all later, and be sure to watch other bingeable content somewhere up here and at the end of the video. I will catch you guys next time. Bye.